Hello, everyone, and now welcome to game number 2, WFZ versus ZDR, Orc versus Undead. So far, game number 1, a real tight game up until Undead was able to establish an expansion on Echo Isle, something that is normally not done, and probably threw ZDR a little bit of a loop in terms of trying to figure out and calculate how to possibly trade. So ZDR now going into game number 2 with a little bit of an advantage here, and wow, already got into the 2-minute mark here as the Death Knight is out, gonna be coming across over here, doing a little bit of running around. Meanwhile, the Blade Master has picked up a Circlet of Nobility, and it looks like he's taken out, I believe, a 5-3-3 creep camp somewhere. Not quite sure where he went, as the Blade Master now looking to finish off this Null Brute off over here. All right, a little bit faster than I would have liked, but, well, game is already underway, so let's take a look. Death Knight off to the races, running around in a circle, and he's not really doing all that much. He's able to outrun that Grunt, but the Blade Master has been able to get in a number of quick and easy kills. Will the Death Knight be able to perhaps get in some shots, perhaps save that Acolyte? That is the question there. No, not able to save it. That is a day late and $1 short for Blade Master. They're getting the experience. All right. Excuse me. I am a little bit tired. I don't think I will be yawning. I did take a nap, but I am apologizing already. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down. Let's slow things up a little bit, as the Death Knight now wandering back around off over here to the top right-hand side. You can see that he's already upgrading the Halls of the Dead, and I do think that he's going to be approaching this from a little bit of a different strategy and on a different angle. You can see that he's going to try and creep out this 3-1 creep camp, and what is going to be the real big question is whether or not he is able to prevent ZDR from stopping his creeping. You can take a look at this off over here. The Death Knight and the Crypt Fiend, one of the main reasons why it is so easy for the Death Knight to really start creeping once the Lich is out is the addition of that Frost Armor. Right now, that Blade Master is able to get inside here and pretty much do all sorts of nasty things without any fear or any fear of retaliation, knowing that if he needs to, he can always just run away. Once you have that Lich with that Frost Armor, the Blade Master's options to run away are still available, but he's not going to be able to run away nearly as quickly, and he will suffer a little bit more damage every time he tries to engage. Death Knight has plenty of mana, so it's not going to be really that big of an issue in terms of trying to keep all of his units alive. The bigger question is whether or not he'll be able to be perhaps even on experience once the Lich comes out and once the Blade Master starts to try creeping as well. Very impressive gamble here coming in from ZDR. He is clearing out this 5-3-3 creep camp, attempting to take down this Null Warden as well. It looks as though damage is going to be added right here. Skeletal Minions now getting in some extra shots, but as I mentioned, without the Lich, without that Frost Armor, the Blade Master can easily just switch targets and go after the Crypt Fiends once again without any real fear of just taking too much damage. The Blade Master already at level 2 and looking to be perhaps do a repeat of game number 1 already. All right, let's take a look back down across here. Null Overseer taking a little bit of damage. Blade Master back into play once more, going after some units, and one Blade Master and one Grunt able to do a little bit of a dance across multiple Crypt Fiends here. Skeletal Minions doing their best to try and perhaps block out the Blade Master, and the Blade Master, you can see right across over here, the Blade Master now going to try and run away. The Crypt Fiend's going to get in front here, and you can see that, oh, there is that cold tower right there, and you can see what difference one cold tower will make in terms of that Blade Master. Blade Master now going to be using up a healing salve and healing back up rather quickly after losing after essentially losing a good amount of their hit points. All right, let's take a look at this. Blade Master now down to 130. He may be able to pick up a very powerful item, though. If it's Claws of Attack plus 6, nope, gonna be a Circlet of Nobility. But if it was a Claws of Attack plus 6, the things could not be going better for that Blade Master, as the Blade Master now tries to fight back against some of these Skeletal Minions off over here. All right, Time Life, they do disappear. Black Citadel, we are waiting for that Lich to make his presence known, as WFZ walking out and now summoning up a Slaughterhouse. All right, Death Knight now back across over here. Death Knight still sitting at level 1. And really, right now, WFZ needs to get what he needs on the turn or on the river in order to make a comeback in this game. Things have not just been falling for him so far, not engaging in smart engagements. Also, you can see that throughout this, ZDR has really had very, very strong knowledge of his opponent and prevented him from getting that much experience. If you're able to delay your opponent from getting experience, or more importantly, able to take out some of your opponent's own creep camps, it's going to make it that much more difficult for the Death Knight later to gain any, or the Death Knight and the Lich later to gain any experience as well. All right, Forest Troll Trap, we're going to lay down an ensnared there. Crypt Fiend will get taken out. Are we going to perhaps see the Death Knight venture over here to the top right side in order to get to level 2 on that Lich? That would perhaps be the safer call, as the Blade Master now going to follow up after that Crypt Fiend. Tauren Chieftain, already at level 2, has rune bracers, so he's not going to be falling that anytime soon either. All right, Blade Master now engaging. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Ogre Warrior is right there. There is the kill. No Dust of Appearance used. There you go. Finally used, as the Blade Master now attempting to run away. All right, we're going to be going after the Ogre Warriors here. Ogre Warrior going to get taken down. Blade Master unable to steal the experience, but I believe he got the tome, as the Tauren Chieftain now arrives to the party, going to finish off another Crypt Fiend here. ZDR is just absolutely rolling through WFZ right now, and things just are not falling for WFZ at all. The previous game, he was able to at least keep his own by the 8-minute mark, or almost 9-minute mark, but right now he is just falling apart, and the only thing he has going for him is that the Tauren Chieftain is not going to be able to keep these units alive nearly as long, save as the Shadow Hunter would with those healing waves, or with as much Hex opposition coming in onto that Lich. Death Knight now running back off to the north here, going to be picking up an Orb of Corruption, transferring it to that Lich. Are we looking at a third hero? No, we are not. We could be picking up a Goblin Tinker later, but that would actually really, really surprise me. Blade Master now in a little bit of trouble. Perhaps his Wind Walk just absolutely broke right there. Being forced into an engagement, being now forced to use one more Windwalk. That Blade Master is low on mana, but the Tauren Chieftain now at level 3, also with Rune Bracers, means that he is not going to be falling altogether that quickly. Perhaps the Rune Bracers should be given to the Blade Master, since that is going to be the primary target for Death Coils and Frost Novas. Back off to the north, you can see a possible engagement here. Nope, not at all. The Tauren Chieftain now going to be rushing across to take down the Slaughterhouse. Units are all now running back. No action on the Acolytes at all. As you can see, the research now coming through. All right, Speed Scroll now being used. There is an ensnare, and the Tauren Chieftain will be able to get away. Ghoul now being brought over, as well as the Blade Master still wandering around, going to be licking his wounds, so to speak, as the Shadow Hunter now being added once again. Fortress, tri-hero composition. It looks as though we are not looking at any Spirit Walkers whatsoever, only a Bestiary, and that actually surprises me a little bit, as we now see a Dark Ranger as that third hero, the more traditional third hero in this Undead versus Orc matchup. Dark Ranger able to get some skeletal minions out onto the field, or lesser dark minions. Meanwhile, Blade Master once again steals a little bit more, plus 18 damage, very difficult to deal with. Dust of Appearance right there. Are we going to see some damage come across? Blade Master, I believe, stole the experience once more. Death Knight right there. Dark Ranger, no experience on the board at all, as we're looking at this fight coming across. All right, however, the Blade Master now down to 103 hit points is going to be running away, as we are looking at a fight coming across over here. All right, are we going to be looking at any Frost Novas? No Frost Nova, and that is the big difference right there. If a Frost Nova was available, I'm sure the Lich would have been able to perhaps slow down a handful of units, and that retreat from the Orc would not nearly have been successful. And really, the Blade Master stealing little bits of experience here and there made that possible. Lich, however, now sitting at level 2, very, very strong. Now that he has Frost Armor and Frost Nova. Meanwhile, back across over here, Blade Master does have that Orb of Lightning plus 9 damage, doesn't have Claws of Attack plus 6. Meanwhile, the Shadow Hunter really needs to find a way to get higher up in level, as well as the Tauren Chieftain will perhaps back off, allowing the Shadow Hunter to get some of his own experience by himself. All right, let's take a look at this. Obsidian statues across over here. We're going to see a couple of quick experience gains. Dark Ranger most likely not going to be picking up anything of importance there at all. But if we're able to pick out perhaps a big experience drop from the red creep camps here and here, that would be a very big deal. Echo Isle doesn't have that many creep camps available to you, and because of that, once the Blade Master had pretty much finished up the majority of the creep camps, the Undead was unable to play catch up. Right now, the Death Knight is able to play catch up significantly, as there is still a good number of orange creep camps available, let alone red creep camps that were completely missing from Echo Isle. All right, there you have it. Destroyer able to now finish off a little bit more units. Lich picking up an additional Tome of Intelligence, up to 360 mana at level 2. That's got to be a very big deal indeed. Meanwhile, Shadowhunter also gaining some good bit of experience. All right, Death Knight now sitting at level 2. I do believe he will finish off this creep camp here. No reason not to. He is just so close to level 3. Dark Ranger still sitting at 2. Lich sitting just shy, or will be shy of level 3 as well, I believe. Yeah, he will be just shy of level 3, but that could play an important role in the upcoming fight as well. So hero levels, I believe, are 3-3-3 up against a 3-2-2. Dark Ranger being level 2, the only question. Nope, Dark Ranger is at level 2, and the Lich perhaps will be able to get to level 3 here. Expansion already underway by ZDR. You can take a look at this. He is trying to take down some of these watchtowers, or no, going after the skeletal minions. Lesser dark minions already across over here, getting in some easy damage. Meanwhile, back across over here, it looks as though, getting aggroed across. The Dark Ranger will be able to come across here and finish off some of these creep camps pretty easily. And now both sides actually clearing out the same creep camp, but none of them know it. Death Knight going to be at level 3. Dark Lich going to get to level 3. Dark Ranger now sitting at level 2. And here we go. This could be the main fight here. All right, Blade Master now trying to engage. What's happening there? All right, silence, dust of appearance. Big fight going down. Blade Master unable to fight there. There is a beautiful stomp right there. Blade Master, however, very low on hit points, will be able to retreat just a little bit. Wanda mana stealing. No death coil coming in from the Death Knight. Not quite sure why. He is just right there. Are we going to see it? No death coil at all. There comes in the healing wave, as we're now looking at a big fight coming across. All right, gem or potion of lesser invulnerability. Death Knight now up in front. All right, scroll of town portal. Death Knight in trouble. Death Knight gets taken down, and what looked like shaky waters for ZDR. Wait, no, ZDR now with the potion of lesser invulnerability. What could be shaky water here is in just a second. Let's take a look at it. Cryptfiend now getting taken down. Blade Master still somehow alive after all this time. No silence being used at all, and I believe that will be the GG. WFZ is going to end up losing in 2 straight games to ZDR, and there you have it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed Game 2. I believe I have a Game 3. Maybe this wasn't a best of 3 series. I'll have to go revisit. Thanks for watching.